Here with your son Caleb. Tracy's standing right outside here, but she really has meant a lot to you since you guys have been together.
Yeah, 100%.
What is it that makes, is it because she can relate, because she's a fighter that helps so much in your relationship?
I think it's just everything, man. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to besides fighting, you know, like understanding, seeing you for who you are, no judgment, having peace. There's way too many things to talk about, you know, but like I'm just calm now, you know, like I'm good.
It does seem like you're very much at peace. And in terms of the fight camp, I heard you say earlier in the week that you almost got back to your base a little bit, focusing more on jiu-jitsu. It's always been there. It's what you're one of the best in the world at, yet you went back and refocused on it after the Volk fight.
Yeah, 100%. You know, there's little things that, see, everyone tells me, man, you're the jiu-jitsu guy. And after a while, you believe it. And you go and do other arts, and then you forget your bread and butter that got you there. So Henner literally told me, like, yo, he did this, 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 and this, which is something the old Brian would have never missed. And that kind of hit me right there, and I was like, fuck, or shoot.
No, you're fine.
I said, I got to go back to who I was.
Right.
You know, I want to talk about Henner a little bit. You know, after the Holloway fight, you made a lot of big changes. You know, talked to you on Fight Island before the Zombie fight, and you know, you whole new team, whole new staff. You have Tracy, but Henner's still here. Tell me why Henner is still here and what he means to you going forward through your career.
Henner's who I started with. You know, from being 13 years old, kid off the street. Him taking me in, giving me a job. I never had a real job. My first job was teaching jiu-jitsu. My first fight, he's the one that gave me my nickname, Triangle City, T-City. He's like I never had a big brother. That's my big brother, you know? Showed me unconditional love, took me in, taught me how to write, speak, everything, bro. Like I learned more with him than I did in school, and then he got me ready for everything. My first cage fight, I was 15 years old. He was in my corner. I'm 31 now. He's still in my corner.
That's awesome.
So your jiu-jitsu stands out so much that it oftentimes overshadows your striking. In terms of your striking, I mean, it seemed to have gotten a lot better when you fought the Korean Zombie. I thought it was good before, but when you fought the Korean Zombie, you seemed to make some changes and adjustments. What were those changes and adjustments that you made?
It was just go down to be honest with myself, you know. It was go in there and be like, yo, bro, like you can bang, but this banging stuff, I guess it was like a chip on my shoulder from the streets. It was like, well, I can chuck it up with anyone, so I can do it in here too, you know. And it wasn't till I faced high-level competition, it was like, hold up. You need to properly know striking, not just train in a garage and figure it out and hit a bag and do some work like that. You know, I worked hard, but actually learning was something new for me. And that's what I did. I went back and I learned how to properly strike, properly had like literally just dive into an art that I was kind of okay with, but it was like, hey, we got to get this down right now. We have to get better. We have to focus. And all right, jiu-jitsu you have, where else are you lacking? This is mixed martial arts, and you're losing in other places. And if you want to be a normal fighter, keep doing what you're doing. But if you want to excel and you want to really like chase this and be at the top, you have to change. And that's what I did. I started changing, and I'm still changing. This is still phase one for me of my change.
And on Saturday night, your changes are going to be implemented against a friend. And I just want to make sure that I get this part of the story right, because I believe it was you that was talking about at a Dan Bilzerian party, the two of you were discussing the fact that you may have to eventually fight. How long ago was that when you guys was that correct?
We were not at Dan Bilzerian party. We were just at his house.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we're at his Vegas house.
Okay.
Yeah. And
just hanging out, just
hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah, just hanging out, jumping in the pool, climbing, just doing all kinds
Right.
of stuff, fun stuff. And then we were getting ready to do the Mint 400 race the next day. And we were all going to go, and Dan had this huge, big old car that he was going to take. It was insane, and we're like, all right, let's go. And then us hanging out there and partying and just being with one another. I said, hey, bro, listen, I can feel the tension. And every time we've hung out, there's always been that tension. This is why I never wanted to become cool with anyone in the division, because I didn't want that. And eventually, I just ended up pulling him to the side and said, hey, bro, can I talk to you real quick? I go, chances are we're at the top, you're at the top, we're going to fight one day. And just know, to me, you're a stand-up you're a stand-up guy, and nothing but love and respect. And when that day does come, I hope you get taken care of financially, and that we just do this to better our future.
But champ, listen, I don't mean to cut you off, but you got some of the most dreamy eyes I done ever seen in my entire life. Between you and Dan Hellie, who got the most dreamy eyes? Look at this. Look at that.
No.
It's a no contest.
Oh, wow.
He's taking me out.
Yeah.
He's taking me out.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
That's all he's been.
right.
Brian, by the way, that's whenever your name comes up in our production meetings, that's all he talks about. That's all he talks about.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.